Hi there, all my OCS friends. This is Mr. P checking in for your Fitnessgram curl-ups, the second test that we do in our battery of Fitnessgram tests to just try to get your body to move in a healthy way throughout your life. Um, the Fitnessgram curl-ups are an ergonomically or kinesthetic, healthy movement from lying down to actually curling or sitting your body up into a sitting position. And to be able to do this repetitively demonstrates muscular endurance, or it's a non-stop exercise. That's right, it's a non-stop exercise, something that we can do to demonstrate our cardiovascular ability and basically our muscular or cardiovascular ability. So to move forward with it, we are going to, a little disclaimer for this, it is super helpful to have a partner, super helpful. If you don't have one, it's okay. You can still do the test. I would just at least have your parents to help you set it up if possible. When they have the time, then you can take it as much as you want with Mr. P. And just give me your highest score at the end of the week. It can be Sunday night, but I just need that highest score when you get a chance. Okay, so materials you'll need. Something to mark down. I'm using painter's tape, something that's not going to stick on anything and stay there, like a duct tape or something like that, or a Sharpie. Do not use anything like that. Use something that will easily be laid down on the ground. You can see where it is, and then it'll come off of the ground when you're done and won't leave any sticky residue. So do that with your parents' permission for sure. And also, you'll probably need something to measure with. So I just got some measuring tape, just borrowed it, and I measured out 5 inches. So the way that this works is, or basically 4.5 is what you're supposed to have, but 5 inches, 4.5. Don't go less than 4.5. Okay? Is I made 2 lines. I laid down and made sure that my arms outstretched, and put these 2 lines down so that I could make sure that when I sit up, I'm sitting up the appropriate distance or amount. Quickly, just so that we are on the same page with measurement. Check this out. All right, you should be able to see that the 1 inch mark starts right here and just goes to 5 inches, or 4.5 inches. So that's where I ended it, but anywhere in between 4.5 and 5 inches is good. All right, sweet. So again, Mr. P has to start with his knees bent, his feet and knees together, his arms completely stretched out so that his fingers can barely touch that line on both sides, just barely, and my head should be lying down. From right here, all I'm going to do is tuck my chin in and curl up with my spine. Now, my feet are not supposed to lift, nor is my bottom supposed to lift. All right, I'm going to have to do this to the beat or the cadence of that cadence counter that we have for our push-ups. So as I curl up, I have to keep my feet down and my knees together, and then I come back down after my fingers pass that front line, right? So there's no rocking and lifting your feet to rock up. There's no slamming your bottom down to come up. There's no bouncing your head off the ground to come up. There's definitely no lifting your fingers to come up. You're not allowed to lift your hands to come up. Make sure that your hands slide forward and pass the tape. Some people make the mistake of sitting up, but they don't slide their hands forward. Also, you are definitely not allowed to roll to a side and push off your arm to come up, even just a little bit. That's all. Those are all cheats, and they will take you out of the test if you do more than one wrong in a row. So follow all those. Try to do those correctly. Ooh, see, Mr. P just cheated right there. And even his heels lifted. This is not an easy exercise. Your healthy fitness zone for 7 years old is 5 or more, and for 8 years old, it's 7 or more. So a lot of you have probably turned 8 by this point in the year, or you're getting close to it. So you'll probably want to hit your healthy fitness zone by getting 7 or more. We'll run the test up to around 80 today, and I'll let the counter keep on going. Mr. P is going to try to do it, but he's not going to be able to stick with it all. But I just want you to do your best. So let's go over some other fine points really quickly. When I line up on the mat, let's make sure you really see this. I have to make sure that when I lie down, all right, and I'm scooching back right now so that my fingers barely touch this line, my shoulders are completely depressed. That means they can't lower anymore. If you look at me right now, I'm going to do an elevation with my shoulders. This is an elevation. Boop. Elevation. That means they go up. And when I depress my shoulders, whoop. Depression means they go down. So depressing, boom, is what you need to do here. Hard, a hard depression, right? A fun way to do this is to challenge yourself. I don't think Mr. P could do it. Is I'm going to tuck my toes under, all right? And then I'm going to sit my heels on my bottom, and I'm going to depress my shoulders so low to see if I can actually touch my fingers to the ground. Ugh. I don't know if I can do it. Some people can, some people can't. Mr. P, can't quite do it. All right, if I go like this, flat my feet out, yeah, I can easily, but, all right? So depressing your shoulders is not letting them be up at all. It's completely pulling them down. So no elevation, only depression right here. Don't be sad, though. Don't be depressed. Just depress those shoulders. So when I lie down, the first thing I do to get set for these curl-ups is I make sure that my fingers, sorry I can't do a camera view to see both sides, my fingers can barely touch that blue line on both sides. I can feel that tape. And then from right here, if they slide away a little bit, I'll scooch my body around. But I want to make sure that when I start, I don't go like this. My elbows are a little bit bent. Maybe my shoulders are a little bit by my ears. And then before I even sit up, I go like this. My head hasn't even lifted. My fingers are already halfway to where they're supposed to be a full curl up. That means I could go like this and just cheat the system, and that's not cool. All right, my fingers have to be all the way back. I have to barely be able to touch them. And then from right here, I need those shoulders depressed and to keep them that way. And as I curl up, again, I have to keep those heels down. Maybe I can move them forward. It's completely okay to move your legs forward as long as your knees are still a little bit bent and those heels are still touching the ground. All right? Now, so elevation depression. Make sure those shoulders are depressed. If you have a partner, they can easily check for you by just pulling on those wrists and lightly and making sure that the arms can't go any lower down toward that blue line. Okay. The fingers have to start in the blue line. They always have to slide past that blue line. So every single curl up you do, if it doesn't pass that blue line, then it shouldn't count as a curl up. All right. So if you keep on making that mistake, 2 in a row, you are out. Okay. I showed you that we're not allowed to bounce. Have to stick with the counter. So you have to make sure that you stick with the counter. All right. Remember, the counter sounds a little bit like this. Okay, now we're going to do our curl-ups. Ready, set, and up, down. 1, up, down. 2, up, down. 3, up, down. 4, remember, head has to go down all the way to touch the ground every single time. All right? And you have to stay with that counter. When you start to fall behind, all right, for example, let's say I was at 3, up, down. 4, up, down. 5, up, down. 6, I'm out. I'm out because I could not keep up with the counter. Very good. So, again, like I said, it's great to have a spotter so that they can watch to make sure that you're not lifting your feet up, so that your knees aren't coming apart, so that you are sliding your fingers past that front piece of tape every single time. Super important. Again, no rocking, no pushing those elbows down. Some of those common cheats. Boom, pushing the elbows down to come up, or rolling to the side, even just a little bit. It can be so subtle. If you feel your elbow pushing down to lift you up, that's no good. That's no good. So here's the deal. I'm going to put on that counter, I'm just going to do a few of these, and you're going to watch me, and I want you to tell Mr. P what he's doing wrong. All right? So let's see if you can catch the P in his doing something wrong. Let's see. All right, before I start the counter, I just want to make sure that my fingers are lined up. My heels are on the ground. My shoulders are depressed. Oh, they can cross that blue line, so I'm going to scoot my body back a little bit. Now I can barely touch them with my head on the ground. All right, we're going to do our curl-ups now. Ready? And up, down. 1, up, down. 2, up, down, 3, up, down. What did I do wrong? That's right, I did not slide my fingers past that blue line. How about this one? Up, down, 1, up, down, 2, up, down, 3. What did I do wrong that time? That's right, I was lifting my hands off of the mat. I'm not allowed to. You have to make sure that you keep those fingers sliding. It's part of the exercise. All right, make sure that your abdominals and your hips are actually doing a lot of the work in your core to lift yourself up. How about this one? Ready? And up, down, 1, up, down, 2, up. Yep, I was slamming my bottom. I was lifting my hips up. All right, you're not allowed to do that. How about this one? Up, down, 1, up, down, 2. What was Mr. P doing wrong there? Yeah, he was lifting his heels up. Not allowed to do it. How about, oh my God. How about this one? Up, down, 1, up, down, 2, up, down, 3, up. What was I doing wrong? I was bouncing my head. That's right. I'm going to get brain damage if I keep on doing it on top of cheating. So please don't make sure you're bouncing your head or your bottom again. All right, I think that's it. You got to stick with this counter, do your best. And again, know that healthy fitness zone, if you just get 7 of these, for my 8-year-olds, you're in the healthy fitness zone. And if you're 6, you only have to get 5 of them. So do your best, and if you get a lot more, try not to brag about it to other people. You know, I don't know if you're Zooming with your buddies and saying, oh, my Fitnessgram, I killed it, I got 28. How many did you get? Oh, that's not very good. Nothing like that. Let's be all positive. So I think that's basically it. Yeah, and if your parents are doing this with you and maybe they're doing it, try to be kind and don't say anything mean about their curl-ups, all right? We're all doing our best here. All right, sounds good. Let's take the test. All right, I don't have a spotter. I'm going to do my best to be honest. And if I make 2 mistakes in a row, no matter how bad I want to succeed and get to that higher level, I have to be honest and just say, all right, I have to retake the test again if I want to do this and rest a little bit and then retake the test if I want to get a higher score. So I will keep this counter going. We're going to try to get it to go up to, or it's going to go up to 80, so basically the top of the count. And if you can get that many, you're good, but that doesn't mean you have to stop working. Keep on using your body, all right, and keep on trying to move it in this healthy way. All right, I'm going to start this test up, line myself up. Let me make sure that I'm lined up before I turn on the counter. So I'm going to lay back down. I'm going to make sure, I can easily, if I reach real hard, pass my fingers down past that line. So I have to slide back so that I can barely touch that, make sure that I'm comfortable, all right? And now I'm just going to hit our start, and you guys can join along.
Ready? Begin. Up, down, 1, up, down, 2, up, down, 3, up, down, 4, up, down, 5, up, down, 6, up, down, 7, up, down, 8, up, down, 9, up, down, 10, up, down, 11, up, down, 12, up, down, 13, up, down, 14, up, down, 15, up, down, 16, up, down, 17, up, down, 18, up, down, 19, up, down, 20, up, down, 21, up, down, 22, up, down, 23, up, down, 24, up, down, 25, up, down 26, up, down 27, up, down 28, up, down 29, up, down 30, up, down 31, up, down 32, up, down 33, up, down 34, up, down 35, up, down 36, up, down 37, up, down 38, up, down 39, up, down 40, up, down 41, up, down 42, up, down 43, up, down 44,
Come on,
up,
keep it up. You got
down 45, up, down 46, up,
muscular endurance.
down 47, up, down 48, up,
You need a cheerleader.
down
I'm right here for you.
49,
Keep it up.
up, down 50, up, down 51, up,
Come on, keep on working.
down 52, up, down 53,
You're
up,
doing awesome.
down 54, up,
If you're still with us,
down
you're such
55,
an awesome worker.
up, down 56, up,
Ooh, I'm impressed.
down 57, up, down 58, up, down 59, up, down 60,
Feel that
up,
burn. Jeez Louise.
down 61,
You're still
up,
going?
down
You're a
62,
mountain
up,
of muscle.
down 63, up, down 64, up, down 65, up, down 66, up, down 67, up, down
Keep it up. You're
68,
doing awesome.
up,
Come on.
down 69, up, down 70,
10 more. Come
up,
on.
down 71, up, down 72, up, down 73, up,
Holy rectus
down
abdominis.
74, up,
You got a strong
down
sheath of muscle in your
75,
front
up,
layer if you're really getting this
down
I'm
76, up,
impressed.
down 77,
Send me
up,
some videos of you doing this. If you're doing
down
this.
78, up,
Come on.
down 79, up, down.
Oh my gosh. If you just did 80 of those, Mr. P is bowing to you. I am not worthy. You are awesome. All right. Please mark down your score, whatever it was. And if this was just a practice run, that's cool. Just keep on practicing, and then make sure you keep on taking note out and mark down your highest score by the end of the week. And don't get too frustrated if you didn't get to Healthy Fitness Zone. If you can't do this movement yet, that's okay. This is a difficult movement. And it's something to work toward. So please keep that in mind. We're all where we are. Mr. P thought he was going to get 80. He was like, oh, yeah, I thought I was going to get 80 in my head. Guess what? I didn't. I have work to do if I want to be stronger. So we all have to do the best we can do, and don't beat yourself up if you didn't get to where you wanted to get today. You just have to practice. All right? I miss you guys, and I hope you are having a good week, and hope to see you sooner rather than later. All right, guys. Stay safe. Mr. P out.